So, hi there, everybody that has a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Rising, or another important Cancer placement. It could resonate with anyone, let's face it. We've all got a fourth house, we've all got Cancer in the chart, if you weren't aware of that. So, I did actually already film Cancer. And if anybody, happened to see that I did film it and, done the whole thing. So it was like, it was only 10 minutes or 11 minutes or something or however long it was. But I'm trying to make them I was trying to make them 5 minutes, and they're all about 10 minutes or a wee bit longer. But the really interesting thing is that, so basically, so first of all, if you're new to me, my name's Claire. I do lots of different things, so I'll put I'll put the info about me in the thing for you to read after. But the primary thing that I am is a shamanic healer, and I activate the light codes and people that they need for your own ascension. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. I activate the light codes for you on your ascension journey, and you'll only get the healing that you're open to anyway. And the light comes through my eyes and my hands and my voice. So I've just finished my Full Moon and Leo workshop with my membership there. It went on a lot longer than what intended, but again, on a full moon, I've usually got way more energy than what I usually have. And again, I'm quite high energy anyway, unless I'm low energy. So because I've got ADHD, so that is pretty much what that's about. But again, I keep going quantum too, so that's definitely what that's about. Wee bit of all of it. But anyway, I'm high vibe right now, so we're going to get through all of the signs. I'm probably going to look like a bag of shite by the end of it, but I love and accept myself anyway. So, so to recap, so it's really interesting. So for me, it's really interesting because when I filmed the Cancer video, it was actually all about somebody that is like, I don't feel they're still in a narcissistic relationship, but I definitely feel that they have been. And it was all like, it was like basically somebody's personal reading, because I was even like, shit, like I pulled the card then because I'm like, right, I'm sure not everybody that's a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising is in this situation. So can you give me something for people that aren't, that have got this sign? But yeah, for whoever that particularly was, I do feel, Spirit will make you catch this video. And like to say, like, unfortunately, I can't even watch back to see what I said, because I hadn't even, it was because I hadn't pressed the audio on the mic when I was recording. So it was a bit annoying. I did for all the rest of them though, because I thought, oh, I've done that for all of them. But it was just that one. I forgot to click join audio on the Zoom there. So it didn't catch what I was saying. But I remember that basically it was literally, I was picking up on somebody that is really, really hurt. Like they've got a lot of trauma from a previous relationship where they've been left kind of, really suspicious and thinking that, like, so say for instance, a guy has been really, gaslighting you, or narcissistic or whatever, like, kind of not treating you very well. It's like you're suspicious of like all men, or like, change it, because this can be two women, it can be two men, it's whatever. It's kind of like, it's just not sabotaging future relationships because of how somebody might have treated you in the past. It was just basically all about, like, whatever you went through with this person previously, whether it was more recently, or I do feel it was like, a while ago. It's like you've learned the lessons you need to learn, and you can only work from where you're at right now, and take those lessons on board and go forward. But there was a lot of, it's such a shame, it was amazing cards as well. It was all about, like, lots of cards about, let's see, the same ones might come up actually. Spirit will give the right cards that people need to hear anyway, but I'm just sort of recapping that message, that it was all about needing to do a bit of healing before you jump right into another relationship. But there was also this similar message about not, like, rejecting that person either, or kind of like tarring them with that same brush, because I did feel there was love coming towards you, or they might already be here, and it was just about, again, go slowly, and have patience for yourself and your healing, and maybe actually reaching out to get healing, whether it be counselling or any other kind of energy healing. Again, these are all things that I do if you resonate with me, and it's actually, I help a lot of people that have had a lot of trauma from, my throat's going funny now too. So and if you think about it, it was silence. The video was silent. I was silent in that video. So like, that is really meaningful, that it's somebody that feels like they can't speak up about this. So again, I'm not really expecting somebody to leave a public comment resonating with that, but definitely reach out to me on one of my social medias, or I'd probably email would be better. So I'll put my email below if you want to reach out to let me know if that resonated or whatever. But it was just basically, it was about, you just be gentle with yourself, have compassion with yourself, and just recognize where, you're you're expecting the worst because the worst has happened to you. But if you keep thinking like that, you're going to keep attracting that, is basically the point. So it's like you need to stay still to heal that, so that you can move forward and expect the good to come to you that you do deserve. Wow, it's heavy. Right, so there we go. We got that. Whoever that specific person's message, that was basically what it was all about. So for Cancer, the ascending message is Mother Mary's aquamarine mantle. The wondrous universal angel Mary radiates her high-frequency aquamarine light throughout the universes. She spreads compassion, empathy, kindness, healing, and love. Mother Mary suggests you open your heart and offer everyone who touches your path these higher qualities. Then she will grace you by placing her aquamarine mantle in your aura. You're reminded that there is only love, so there's nothing to forgive. As you wear this mantle, you become a force for healing and light, and the angels will sing blessings over you. And I really do love that, because I feel actually 52 might be significant. That might actually be somebody's age, or it could be like a year somebody was born or something. But I do feel that the 52 is significant to somebody watching this. And also, I'm just laughing because, well, I'm not laughing, but Mother Mary, does sort of like remind me of very Cancerian vibes. It's very mothering, very loving. And I channel work with Mother Mary quite a lot, not all the time, because a lot of times it can be more like kind of sassy, fiery energy, but I do channel a lot of mother healing to people, because I genuinely, generally, and genuinely, usually do seem to be, really channeling that mother and energy to people. And again, it's not always like, in fact, most of the time it isn't people younger than me. It's either people the same age or a lot older than me, that I tend to really be that kind of mother, like a mother cheering you on to do well. I wear Mother Mary's mantle of love and enfold others in it. So again, it is just acknowledging you've got that very healing, loving, nurturing energy. But I always remind Cancer placements in particular to remember to open up to receiving that yourself as well. Like, you deserve to receive too. The workshop I've just done in my membership was literally, I was saying a lot of that too. So you're getting a wee bit of that too. And there's no pattern to the cards, by the way. Like, for different signs, I'll be using different decks. Maybe it's a little bit the same. This message keeps coming out tonight as well. Throat chakra stuff going on for you guys. Simplify your life. So again, I really do feel, oh, that's interesting, because with, in particular, when this card's coming out for Cancer, I really do feel it's about saying what you need to say to people to get to clear the crap. Do you know what I mean? To clear a bit of tension, to clear a bit of mix-ups there. We're going to have mix-ups because we're going into Mercury retrograde tomorrow, because we're now into Friday now. I'm recording this at like just after midnight. But I really do feel, mix-ups are going to be inevitable with Mercury retrograde. So just, make sure that you're clearing up any confusion, making yourself clear, simplify your life. But this could also be, clearing the clutter so that you can think clearly, is what I feel. And then we've got fellow travelers. Support is all around you. So yeah, just, remember to call on that support from your loved ones and spirit, source energy. And it's really interesting because tonight, like, I'm a medium as well, but spirit loved ones don't always sort of make themselves known like that. A lot of the time I'll just pass on the message, and it's like somebody else will say to me, wow, that was totally something my mum would have said, or that was something my granny would have said, or all of that jazz. But the grannies were coming in full first force tonight. Like, you only have to watch my live from earlier, to see that. That was pretty like intense, actually. That happens a lot with me, where literally somebody passes over to spirit, and like the same day that they've either died or it's their funeral, they're popping on to say hello through me, their loved one. And again, believe me, I'm the counselor side of me, the kind of Saturn and Scorpio, I take shit seriously, kind of really does not like that. Like, ethically, I'm like, that is not right, don't you mean? But I mean, they just, you know what I mean? They know that they know that they can just shove that out of my mouth. And it's like, this is not right. But again, being serious here, you know, there are exceptions to the rules, and although I think generally that's not great, like it's too soon. You know, when I when I felt it, you know, I was trying to kid myself on that I wouldn't be doing this magical shit. I would have wanted, if I'd been a normal, whatever normal is, counsellor, I would have been a grief counsellor. And it's kind of like, you know, so I feel really passionate about that, that you do need to allow time to grieve before you go, like, you know, chasing all the mediums under the sun to get a message, because you can talk to your loved ones yourself, you know, everybody can. You know, I always say this, that, you know, you hear so many mediums going, oh, it's so hard to talk to your own spirit loved ones on it. It's like, who says? It's easy for me. I find it easier to talk to my loved ones in spirit than other people's. But actually nowadays I'm talking to other people just as easy as I talk to my own ones. And believe me, I talk to my own ones very easily. So it's kind of like, you know, don't let what other people say be your reality if it isn't. That has not been my reality. I've always been able to talk to my spirit loved ones very easily. And they also, you know, when somebody dies, they're talking to me right away. Like sometimes when it's somebody I know, they're talking to me like literally right away. And you wouldn't believe some of the stories I've got about that. So anyway, don't know how it's gotten all of that, but again, Cancer is very intuitive and you know, psychic stuff. So it's talk about your feelings, yep, and it's a sign of feelings. So there is a need to really communicate how you feel to somebody. So somebody with strong Cancer placements, it's time to tell a friend how you feel. This could be something to do with love. Oh shit, this probably did come through before actually. So let's get a romance card, because Leo is, I'm not really spoke about being the Leo full moon that much. The Leo full moon is about romance, it's about playful energy, it's about creativity, it's about children. What do we need to pass on to the sign of Cancer? Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. That's actually quite fascinating, because I'm sure that is the same card that came up before when I filmed this. So, wow, I might check that actually, but definitely is. I can feel it's the same card. So I remember saying at the time, it was about, you know, giving yourself that space. If you are this person in particular that has went through a narcissistic relationship, you know, and again, for those of you who don't know what that is, you could go and Google it, but to recap, it is that kind of thing where, you know, somebody lures you in all the gifts and being the amazing guy or woman or whatever, and, you know, they seem like the best thing ever. And then and they usually pick people that are very vulnerable. You know, they'll check out that you're kind of going to fall for their shite, basically. That's what I said on the other video. But, you know, that you're basically a bit vulnerable, and you're going to, yeah, you're going to lap it all up. And then, but they'll see that you know, that you don't love yourself, and you don't have, you know, that you don't feel worthy. They'll just see your weaknesses, basically. We've all got it, but some people have got it more than others, and they'll see all of that, especially if you've been through that shit before. They'll prey on you. And then it's kind of like, then when they've got you where they want you, they'll break you down and they'll turn into a nightmare. That is kind of, and again, like I have to do a lot of soul retrievals for people that have went through stuff like this, because the state that people are left in is just horrible. But again, there is hope after these kind of, you know, you can heal from this, but not if you jump back into something else right away. So again, there's something about, you know, giving each other space. You know, with this new person, whoever that is that I'm picking up on, that's met somebody new already, you know, just give yourself time, particularly if that is you, that's resonating with whatever I've said. External validation. You see, this is about not looking for external validation, and that is why people fall into unhealthy relationships like that. You're looking for somebody to be like, oh my god, you're amazing. You should be telling yourself you're amazing, and not in a, you know, really conceited, big-headed way. It's like, you know, because the other side of Leo could be that, you know, don't get too kind of like egotistical, but it's like, it should be a healthy kind of, I love and accept myself. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when I said that about, you know, I was feeling good, my hair's done, my makeup was all on, and it's like, now it's like a few hours later, it's like I've put on a bit of lip gloss, but I'm going to start like wilting and turning into a shamanic old woman. Do you mean? It always happens, like my makeup melts, and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? I've sat here in my jammies, I've sat here with no makeup on, I've sat here in my glasses, I don't really care whether I'm dolled up with makeup or whether I'm in my jammies, a towel on my head, like whatever. You know what I mean? I'm me, I love me unconditionally, and that's where I want you to be at, and I can get you to that if you hang around. I can definitely get you to that if you work with me one-to-one or in one of my memberships. But it's about, don't look for that external validation from anyone. Integrate your knowing. Yeah, know that you are worthy wherever you're at. Get back to elemental. Well, I've no idea what that means, but elemental to me is like fairies and shit like that. I think it probably does mean I'm going outside, whatever. Right, so that's happened a lot tonight with those cards. I'm like, stop stumping me with these cards. Right, so but again, that is, you know, with me saying, oh, I feel stumped, it's kind of like I feel that you're a bit like that. Like, what do I do next, or what do I say about this? You're healing acceptance. That's what I just said. You're healing your heart. Rhodochrosite is about healing the heart, and you are being guided to love and accept yourself where you're at, because then the new beginnings can come in after you've healed. I hope this message served you and helped you in some way, and I hope that person that specifically needed that important message about healing after, you know, an abusive sort of situation, or maybe several, because that can tend to happen if you've been in that once. I really hope that finds who it needs to. And just remember, you will be getting the healing if you're open to it. You can watch it again and get the healing, or go and watch one of my shamanic journeys. You know, me and my friends in the membership were laughing about that we're both Aries and we're both guided to watch the same shamanic journey of mine. Now, talking about being like egotistical, I'm not kidding. I don't usually watch my own shamanic journeys back. Like, I don't even usually watch, you know, them at all. Like, I should watch more meditations than that, but I was strongly guided last night when I couldn't sleep. Spirit are like, you need to watch that one, and it really did help me because it gave me the energy to do this. So again, try it if you haven't tried them, because I get amazing messages every day, sometimes several, of people telling me how well they sleep to these videos, or that it's helped them get on with something they didn't have energy to do, blah, 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 blah. It is amazing, and my own video actually helped me. So thank you, Spirit, and thank you, me, for bothering to do that day. And I will do another one of these times, but I hope this helped you, and I'll see you next whenever I do a video.